All right. What is going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sport podcast in all the land. It has been a while, but we are back over here on EA Sports. It's been a minute, man. We missed y'all. I hope y'all missed us too.
Word.
If this is your first time watching or listening, I go by the name of KSpadeTheProspect.
And I'm your boy LeParis57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
Spade.
We back, bro.
We back. Spade, first of all, I want to strong arm something in here before we even get started, Spade.
The show just started, bro.
We back on EA, and I'm strong arming the topic in here already. I want to say, Dak Prescott, you are my strong arm performer of the week. I know we ain't bring that back yet, Spade. I know we ain't bring that back yet. The season ain't even started, but Dak Prescott, for that performance against the Miami Dolphins last night, you are my strong arm performer of the week.
We get to the real show. Cowboys fans, y'all the only fans that take preseason so serious. Let's get to the show, man. We got a really good show for these people, man. Tell them what we got.
We do got a great show for y'all. So, Spade.
Yes, sir.
We usually start with the NBA or the NFL, but we start somewhere different today. You good with that?
I guess. I mean, I don't know what else we could be doing.
I mean, we got to talk about the mega fight tonight. We got to talk UFC 202, Diaz versus McGregor.
True.
2, part 2.
Right.
Spade, first of all, who's have winning this fight? We know Diaz. I guess you would call it an upset. I guess you would call it an upset, the first fight?
Maybe.
I think you would call it an upset. I think everybody, or majority of people, had McGregor winning that fight, and Diaz kind of, choked him out and won that fight. Now, up to the fight, they did they do these little press conference events, and it was water bottles flying, they was jarring back and forth. Spade.
Right.
Tonight, who you got?
I don't know, man. The reason why I'm saying I'm not sure that it was a upset is because of the fact that everybody knew Conor was going up in weight to fight a bigger guy. Matter of fact, if you take it a step further, I think Nate Diaz is the better. I think he's the better grappler. I think he's the better wrestler, if you want to call it that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Conor can't take it to the mat. For one of Conor fans get all salty with me. In the rematch, here's what I'm concerned about. If you saw the first fight, Conor was throwing some blows. He was throwing haymakers that would knock a man his size to the ground. Nate's just a bigger guy. He was eating them guys. Okay, so in the second fight, I assume Conor says he's more prepared. How much stronger could he get in that time? I assume he's going to be stronger. I think his game plan has to be more methodical. He's got to try to save some energy. He know Nate ain't finna just fall down off those punches, but Nate's still bigger and stronger, man. I really don't know if you're going to put me on the spot.
Got a pick, Spade.
If you're going to put me on the spot, it's kind of hard to go against Conor, man. It's hard to go against Conor, man. I don't know. I really don't know. I just want to see a good fight. Can I get out like that?
I'm gonna let you out.
Let me off the hook. I don't know.
I'm gonna let you out. And remember this, ladies and gentlemen, the people that watch Strong Arm Sports, our loyal supporters. Remember, I'm letting Spade wiggle his way out. So when I want to slide out of a situation, Spade, remember this.
I just don't know on this one, man. I don't know.
But let me say this. Conor McGregor actually came out earlier this week, and he said that when he fought him the first time, he kind of slept on him. Was like, yeah, I knew he was a bigger guy, but I mean, I was Conor McGregor, so I really didn't train as hard as I could have, before that fight. He said, during this camp right here, he trained all bigger guys. So he said he's not sleeping on this guy. He know this guy's a great fighter. He's well prepared, and for that reason, I'm going to go Conor McGregor tonight. I'm going to pick
That's
Conor McGregor tonight.
Let me get back in there. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If Conor is nothing, he's a businessman first. We agree with that, right?
Yeah.
So how much of this do you buy? I mean, it's his job to sell you that this is going to be a good fight to watch. If he go out there and tell you guys, man, I gave Nate everything I had in that first fight, and I just got my butt whooped, why would y'all tune in for part 2? He got to make it seem like he's got a better chance this time.
Guys, I mean, Spade, me and you talk off camera all the time. I told you I liked UFC before it became this UFC.
Right.
That's why I had kind of watched a lot of Strikeforce until UFC bought Strikeforce. Because now UFC is turning a little WWE-ish.
I mean, I get it, though. They making more money. It's about revenue.
Totally get it. They just sold damn near $5 billion. I get it.
Yeah, for $5 billion, I'd do this show with my shirt off. I mean, so I can dig it. I don't want you sold on what Conor's saying. Like, it's Conor's job to get people to pay-per-view this joint. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, that's a good point. I agree.
Nate's still big. I feel like the issue in the first fight was Nate was bigger. Well, newsflash, Nate's still big.
But I mean, when you kind of you kind of do sleep on your opponent when you kind of So I mean,
okay, I'll buy some of that.
When you you be like, I'm kind of McGregor. So like you said, I'm hoping it's a good fight tonight. Hopefully it go the distance and we get to see something epic. But I'm leaning towards McGregor tonight.
Yeah, the first fight was a hell of a fight. I mean, both fighters was blooded up. Nate was busted up, man, and it was a great fight. So I feel like if fans of the sport get another, even if they get one of those, I know they don't want to see Conor lose. You can't deny that was a great fight.
Let me jump back in here and then we can move on, Spade. First of all, I want to know what our Lord supporters, if you live with us right now, let us know who you got tonight, McGregor or Diaz. If you on YouTube, let us know who you got. Leave it in the comment section down below. Also, if you are a loyal listener on any of our podcast stations, definitely let us know. You can email us, tweet us, whatever, StrongArmSport, at StrongArmSports, YT. You could definitely hit us up. Spade, but let me jump in here one more time. If McGregor wins tonight,
right,
do you think it's set up for a Diaz-McGregor 3?
I mean, it's got to be. It's got to be. For one, Conor already kind of alluded to that, but it's got to be. I mean, if you Nate Diaz and you beat him and he get a rematch and he beat you back, you don't want a tiebreaker? I mean, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when we playing the game. If you beat me in Madden and I beat you in a rematch, you ain't going to just let it go like that. Yeah. So it's got to be. It's got to be a part 3 if Conor wins tonight. Got to be. Okay. I kind of want to fuss at you, though, before we move forward. It's one thing you didn't tell these people about us.
What?
I got it. Top 100 most downloaded sport podcasts on iTunes. You know, if anybody new and you say, who are these dudes? You can just call us Top 100. We good with that. Yeah. Anyway, the next segment for the day, man, I want to talk about what ended up being a very bizarre story coming out of the Rio Olympics. Instead of us talking about the dominance and how many medals is being won, we're talking about a robbery that kind of wasn't a robbery. Of course, you guys know I'm talking about Ryan Lochte. Now, here's the thing. In case you guys didn't get this news, don't even worry about it. I got you. A story came out. USA swimmer Ryan Lochte and some of his teammates said that they were robbed. First, he said they was in a cab and they got robbed at gunpoint. Mm-hmm. Then he kind of recanted that statement and said they was at a gas station. They got robbed by some criminals who was dressed as police officers, flashed a gun on them, and he was like, yo, whatever, which was, for most people, the first red flag. No, the first red flag was that they went from the cab to the gas station, but then the second red flag had to be somebody flashing a gun and you going, whatever. I mean, this ain't nothing I brag about, but I done had a gun pointed in my direction a couple of times in my life, and I've been a B. I'm doing that because we on EA Sports, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been a B each time the gun was pointed at me. All that tough guy just seemed to disappear when you're looking down the barrel. I don't know, it's amazing. Anyway, long story short, man, of course, the Rio law enforcement guys, they was really looking into this. You got to understand, people, when you got top tier athletes that don't want to compete in the Olympics because they are worried about their safety, you take these claims, you take them seriously.
Yeah.
So they did the research. They looked at security cameras, and long story short, they found out that this didn't happen. It was somehow or another it was a fight between Ryan Lochte and some security people, some actual security people at a gas station. He like broke down a door. When they went to confront these guys about it, guess who was gone? Your boy had already hopped a flight back to the States. LaParis, what do you think about this whole thing, man?
First of all, he a liar. Ryan Lochte is a liar.
Clearly.
And then the crazy thing about this story is it kind of got out of hand when I guess his mother kind of went to social media. Like his mother went to social media and was like, oh my God, my son was robbed. And the funny thing is, it's like Ryan Lochte didn't want to tell his mother the truth that he was out drinking. He got a little crazy. Things got out of hand. In which, if he would have said that, this would have all been nothing. Like, but saying you in Brazil and you got robbed. Now, Spade, when it comes to getting robbed, it's a couple of places I don't want to get robbed at. And that's Brazil, Jamaica. Like, they get it in over there.
I don't want to be robbed anywhere, fam. Let's get that in right.
Anywhere, but you damn sure don't want to be robbed in Brazil, Jamaica, Mexico, because they get it in. Yeah, so for Ryan Lochte, especially when all this hoopla was around the Olympics about Rio and Brazil, and it being surrounded by 10 other countries, and that Rio is not in good shape to host the Olympics, and then you come out with this lie, Come on, Ryan. You gotta do better. Instead of just telling the truth and was like, yo, I was drunk. I got a little out of hand. Things got out of hand. Nobody was hurt. I apologize. That's all you had to say, Ryan. You out there lying. It don't look good, bruh. It don't look good.
Yeah, it's a bad look. I almost forgot about the part that he told his mom. So I guess this could be the classic story of trying to make your mom, trying to get your mom to feel sorry for you. And of course, mom go to social media because she worried about a baby. That's what anybody mom would do. You text your mom and say you got robbed. Your mom finna go tell everybody. My mom about to host a conference call. She about to tell everybody. My whole family gonna know. Like, it's gonna be a whole bunch of folks that look like me trying to find out what the hell is going on.
You ain't lying. It's some moms that son is on death row right now that's like, my baby ain't do it. Like, that's what mom's gonna do. They gonna ride out.
Straight up. Yeah, man. It's a bad look. I hate more than anything that the other two swimmers was left. Was it 2 more or 3 more?
I think it was 2 more.
Yeah, they kind of got caught up. One of them had to pay $11,000 in fines or whatever. And the guy who actually birthed this story, this fabricated story, he's somewhere back in the States with his feet kicked up. I think that's kind of jacked up. But it is what it is, fam. What else we got?
We're going to stay with the Olympics topics, babe. We got to talk about the great Usain Bolt. He ties Carl Lewis with 9 gold medals, man. Bolt is that guy. They actually ran the relay, the 4x100 meter relay, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And I mean, Bolt had the last leg and he turned on the burners. Of course, typical USA fashion. We cannot run the relay to save our life. We cannot run the relay to save our life. We thought we won the bronze. We thought we won the silver. They slept on Japan. Japan came up there smoking. They must have figured out the algorithm.
Right.
They must have figured out the algorithm of speed or something because they turned on the burners. We thought we won the bronze. Ended up not winning the bronze because of disqualification of, I guess, the way they had the baton or a lane violation. Right. Something crazy happening with the track. Usain Bolt, is he the greatest Olympian ever aside from Michael Phelps?
I mean, I know it's been some debate between him and Phelps, who's more great. I don't know. I just want to say they both are amazing. I just want to put them both on a pedestal. They both are amazing. I can't do what Usain Bolt does, and I sure as hell can't do what Michael Phelps can do because I can't swim. I would die, okay?
Yeah, right.
The thing about Usain Bolt that's pretty phenomenal to me is his build because, per se, by the rules, sprinters are short guys. Man, Usain Bolt is 6'5", over 200 pounds. He like 205 or 208 or something. And you see this dude with them strides, man. This dude finger wagging at people. He laughing at people. He really makes it look fun. And he threw a whole country on his back. Like, they love that dude. Man. The thing that a lot of people don't know about Usain Bolt is that he's super confident. I don't know if I want to call him arrogant or confident, but whichever one, he's super confident. So after completing the triple, which is getting in 3 events and gold in 3 events, he said that he's done, and he said, that's it. I'm the greatest athlete ever. That was like his closing statement, which to me is so much better than Mamba out. He said, that's it. I'm the greatest athlete ever. And now you're like, whoa, like, you just gonna say that? You ain't gonna wait on us to say that? You just gonna say it? So yeah, man, Usain Bolt is pretty phenomenal, man.
You look at Usain Bolt, man. You look at this guy, and when they be running, and it'd be a guy for him to just play around with, to play around while he running, like full speed and play. Him and another dude, I think it was the dude from Canada, was actually looking at each other. Usain Bolt in the previous race turned around and looked and see where the dudes was at and was laughing.
Yeah, he finger wagged at him.
Like, I mean, like he's an amazing athlete, man. And I mean, if this is it for Bolt, man, he's definitely the GOAT in track and field, man. He's amazing. He's definitely amazing.
Well, ain't no if. I really think that's it.
You think that's it?
Yeah, man.
I mean, because they was kind of his teammates was like, nah, this ain't it. Nah, the same thing they was kind of doing. The same thing the United States swimmers was doing with Phelps was like, nah, this ain't it.
Right.
But I mean, to train another 4 years, that's a lot. You're probably right. It's probably it for Usain Bolt, but I'm pretty sure his teammates going to try and talk him back into it.
But let's move forward, man. I want to do something that I'm pretty excited to do. I want to talk about some college football. You good with that?
Finally.
Yeah, man. Football is on the way back. It's so close. I can smell them cutting the grass. It's back. I want to talk about 2 collegiate athletes, both playing at the top of their game feeling like they may or may not be getting the credit they deserve, man. I want to talk about Stanford running back Christian McCaffrey, and of course I want to talk about Clemson quarterback Desaun Watson. Now, if you don't know these guys, they're a Google search away. First of all, you should know both of them. Christian McCaffrey, the son of ex-wide receiver Ed McCaffrey, is a beast. He was second in the NCAA last season in rushing, and he had over 2,000 yards rushing, over 300 attempts, and he said he feel like not enough people know about him. He don't get the credit he deserves, and he said he feel like he's not getting that credit because he is a white running back. Before you comment on that, Desaun Watson, who I feel like is a Heisman favorite. He's my Heisman favorite coming into this season. He says that
I agree with that.
He don't really like that people always refer to him as a dual threat quarterback. He said he can run and he will run, but he don't prefer to run. He wants to pass first, and people treat him like they expect him to run first. So I'm gonna throw you on the hot seat, man. Either of these dudes tripping? Do you agree with both of them, and how you feel about both of them?
I agree with both of them.
With both?
McCaffrey had a great season, and what do you hear? You hear people talking about Dalvin Cook and Leonard Fournette. Now I don't know how McCaffrey's talent is going to translate to the next level, but if we're just talking college football, he's one of the best players in college football. Same thing with Desaun Watson. I don't know how he's going to translate to the pros, but if we just talking college football, he's phenomenal at what he do, man. The boy can play ball. Now, I gotta agree with him, man. Like, Watson actually came out and said they expect me to run first. And he said, I'd rather throw the ball. He said, I like throwing touchdowns. Now, I run, but what kind of got me is we talked off camera about this, and I said, I hope Desaun Watson don't be like, man, I could take off, but I'm not, because they said I'm only a run first quarterback. So I want to stand in the pocket and prove them wrong. I just want the young fella to go out there, play ball. Same thing with McCaffrey. Let the chips fall where they may. I think he's in store for another great season. I think Watson is in store for another one as well. I mean, Clemson is the favorite to win. The ACC, and I kind of think Stanford is the favorite to win. What's that? The Pac-12 now?
Yeah.
The Pac-12 out there. So I agree with them. I understand how they feel, especially McCaffrey, because it's really not that. Man, I don't know the last time it's been a white running back. John Riggins, maybe?
No, old boy that just went to the Jaguars.
Toby Gerhardt, but
he had everybody hyped when he was in college.
You're right, and he went to Stanford as well, and maybe that's why they not slurping. Maybe that's why they not slurping McCaffrey, because they like, well, look at
Yeah, but that's not fair. Danny Woodhead is still putting in work. I like Christian McCaffrey. I kind of want to play.
Woodhead is a little different. He's more of a specialist. He's not an every down back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Last year, I'm going to jump out there last year and say that Danny Woodhead was the best running back on the Chargers team. He was better than Melvin Gordon. So, I mean...
That's the story. You know how I feel about Wisconsin backs.
Yeah, I know. But I just want to play devil's advocate a little bit. Now, I definitely feel like Christian McCaffrey has some factual stuff behind his feelings. I mean, because it's a lot of people that flat out... It's people that don't even know that he Ed McCaffrey's son, which lets you know right there that the media coverage ain't really...
Spade, I want you to tell him when you Googled his name, what happened?
So look, this is funny. I was gonna Google Christian McCaffrey. I typed in Chris. I'm like, it might pop up. Of course it didn't. I went Christian. It didn't pop up. I saw Christian Leitner. I went Christian M. It still didn't pop up. I had to go all the way to the second letter of his last name for him to pop up on Google, which I think tells the story. But even though he had a really good season last year. He had 2,019 yards rushing on 337 carries. He only had 8 touchdowns. Okay. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they let him run all the way down the field and then tell him to go have a seat. I don't know what they're doing, but you got running backs out there with almost 30 touchdowns. For him to not even have double-digit touchdowns, maybe, just maybe, that's some of what's keeping his name from being out there. They like people to score touchdowns.
I think Barry Sanders. Remember, Barry Sanders will run them all the way down there, and then they get the ball to somebody else. They might be doing that to him. Not to mention that Christian McCaffrey beat out Barry Sanders' son for that position, and Barry Sanders' son actually left.
Yeah, straight up.
But continue.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, this season right here, he's going to have the magnifying glass on him. For one, because of his talents, but for two, because of his statement. He's got a lot of people saying, well, wait a minute. Does he deserve more hype? We should be watching this guy and see exactly what he delivers. So this year, is a really big year for him. If he puts up big this year, I think he gets the attention that he deserves, and I think he goes on to play on Sundays. Once again, I don't know how it's going to translate to the pros, but I definitely feel like he might be warranted of a little more attention. And Desaun, I mean, I hate to say it, but you're a black QB, bro. It's only 2 black QBs that wasn't considered dual threat, and that was Byron Leftwich and Dante Culpepper. Them 2 dudes right there was slow as dirt. So as long as you got a little bit of speed and you got a little bit of melanin, they gonna consider you a dual threat QB, man. You might as well get used to it.
You ain't lying, Spade.
What else we got, fam?
And Spade, before we move on, Spade, let me ask you a question. Let me slide back in real quick. I want to ask you something about McCaffrey going to the NFL.
Right.
Do you think if he put up let's just say he put up equal or more of the numbers he put up last year, 2,000 plus yards or whatever, do you think he's a first round pick in the league? Do you think somebody would take a white running back first round in the league?
Yeah, they should. Why not?
I mean, they already give running backs a hard time about being first round picks anyway.
I mean, Zeke.
Hey, Spade, if we're gonna keep it real, the way they treat, well, not so much now, but the way they treated black quarterbacks in the NFL is how they treat white running backs. Like, it's
That's
really,
true.
I mean,
It's unfair. That ain't no nice way to put it. Yeah. It's unfair.
So, I mean, I don't know. I like McCaffrey. Like I said, if we just talk in college, both of these guys is it. We don't know how neither one of these guys going to translate to the next level. But speaking college, they it.
No doubt.
Well, you know where I want to go, Spade.
Let me guess. The league?
That's right. The NFL.
I be knowing.
The best sports league. Well, we don't have the best sports commissioner, but we have the best sports league. We had the best sports league in the world. So we got to take it to the NFL, Spade. And guess where we going, though, Spade?
Miami?
Hell no. We going down to Dallas, Spade. But guess who we talking? I know y'all might be thinking, we talking Ezekiel Elliott, or we talking Romo, or we talking Diaz. No. We going to talk Dak Prescott. Spade, you better talk your boy down, because first of all, I was already a huge Prescott fan. I thought he was going to win the Heisman 2 years ago. He kind of let me down. He didn't win it. I said if Dak Prescott beat Alabama, he going to win the Heisman. He didn't. They got the fade. They caught the fade. But Spade, I was happy when Dallas drafted Prescott. Yeah. When Nick Foles was cut from the Rams, I said, Dallas, please don't sign Nick Foles. I don't want Nick Foles. I'm good with Dak. Spade, talk your boy down, because I was on the site last night about to cop a Dak Prescott jersey.
No, you wasn't.
I'm excited, Spade. I'm excited for the future of the Cowboys, and it's because of Dak Prescott. Am I wrong? Am I pretty sure?
This is what you got to do. First of all, I'm pretty sure you're not the only Dallas Cowboy fan in here, AEB. So let me address all y'all at once.
Premature, Spade.
Let me address all of y'all at once. Dak Prescott looked good in 2 preseason games. Nothing more, nothing less. You should take pride in the fact that you drafted a guy that looked good. He looks good, but he looked good in preseason games. Some of this talent he's playing against, the guys who trying to fight for a spot on the team, some of these dudes gonna be out the league in about 15 minutes. Some of these dudes that he playing against not even gonna be in the league. Does he look good? though? He does look good, and he should look good. You better hope he look good, because the starting quarterback is never gonna finish this season healthy. Matter of fact, I give him to week 8. Tony Romo will be injured by week 8, and the sad thing is, regardless of how well Dak looked, you know what he's getting? He's still getting questions about whether or not he's good enough to be the number 2. They still think this guy is probably not good enough to be their number 2. I don't understand how you could come to that conclusion, but he's played 2 preseason games. I got some pretty impressive numbers if you want to hear them.
I got some numbers too. And I'm not even the numbers guy, but I got some.
Yeah. Don't swerve in my lane, fam. His first game against the LA Rams, he was 10 of 12, 139 yards passing, 2 TDs, no INTs. He was only sacked once in that game. Okay. In his second game against my Miami Dolphins, I guess he played against my Dolphins. I ain't know some of them guys he was playing against. He went 12 of 15, 199 yards passing, 2 TDs, no INTs. He wasn't sacked once. So instead of talking about Dak Prescott this and Dak that, can we talk about Dak offensive line that ain't letting these dudes get touched? Can we talk about the offensive line? Can them guys get some credit? I mean, I can throw a couple dots if I can stand back there forever.
Babe, I'm happy. Want to talk O-line? We can talk O-line.
Not really. I don't really want to talk O-line, fam. Relax.
I'm just saying, like, we got the best O-line in the league.
Let me see what the chat's saying about Dak.
We got DeMarco Murray, 1,800. We got McFadden, 1,000 yards, and he played 10 games. I mean, that's been established.
Okay, wait. Let's back up. Because if you want to give the offensive line so much credit for what everybody else doing, why you going out and copping a Dak Prescott jersey? Why you ain't looking for an offensive lineman jersey?
Hold up, Spade.
Why?
Because Dak Prescott played when the first team offensive line wasn't even in there too. He was still throwing dots out there with the backup offensive line. He was throwing dots in there with the backup O-line, Spade.
I don't have no comment.
Spade, let me ask you. Am I premature on Dak Prescott?
Yes, it's too Okay, let me ask you this.
Listen, Spade. A lot of people was asking why was Dak Prescott drafted where he was. Dak Prescott had a DUI. That could have dropped him some. But let me tell you, I'm going to pick up my phone for a minute, Spade, because I got something for you. Let me tell you, quarterbacks drafted before Prescott in the 4th round. Goff, Wentz, Paxton Lynch, Hackenberg, Brissett, Cody Kessler from USC, and Connor Cook all got drafted before Dak Prescott. And to me, so far, I know it's just the preseason. I don't want to. I'm trying, y'all. It's tough.
You're not doing a very good job, fam. It's my job to let you know that you're not doing a good job.
I'm trying not to OD, but Dak Prescott looked better than all those guys. And the experts are saying that Dak Prescott could and probably will be the best quarterback out of that draft.
Off of 2 preseason games. That's what they're doing?
I mean, that's what they saying, champ.
Well, I tell you what. I kind of get pleasure in coming back later saying I told you so. For all you Dak Prescott fans who own eBay looking for the man jersey when it ain't one, you ain't going to find a Dak Prescott jersey.
I could buy one.
I know. I want Dak to be successful. I really do. I don't know if you remember, I said on our show, I said Dak being drafted, I know he slid, nobody expected him to stay to the 4th round. I said Dak being drafted by Dallas is pretty good for him. He's going to get to play. Romo's not going to stay healthy. I already said that. I want the best for him. I want y'all to just turn your volume down to about 5 or 6. You all up in the 9 and 10s right now. Just cut it down a little bit. Just don't count, fam. The Arizona Cardinals are 0-2 in the preseason. You know why they not running around panicking? Because this ain't real. This ain't real. It's the preseason, fam. It's just the preseason, man.
Okay. I'm gonna pump my brakes. But Dak better not come out here and look amazing again in game 3.
I'm trying to see what AEB saying, because I know he in there hype.
Spade, I'ma just say this, Spade. I'ma just say this. Dak better not come out there cooking games 3 and 4 in the preseason, Spade. I'm excited, bro. I'ma just say that. I'm excited.
All right, let's move. You want to talk about NFL news? I got some NFL news, and it's not as fun.
Hopefully it's on the field.
It's not. It's not as fun as your Dak Prescott news, man. Let's talk about New York Giants kicker Josh Brown. This one right here now, I'm serious for a minute. We like to cut the fool, but I'm going to get serious. This is my serious space right here. Josh Brown was suspended for 1 game by the league for, what you want to call it, LePage? Help me out here. Domestic dispute?
Say domestic violence.
Domestic violence, okay? Okay, you thinking, all right, no big deal. But you got to read deeper into this thing. His wife, I can't remember her name. I ain't really take that down in my numbers. My bad. Miss Brown is what I call her. Okay. She says that there's at least 20 prior calls to law enforcement on domestic dispute issues between the two of them. Apparently, they got a very volatile relationship. One point, 2013, she had like a restraining order against the guy. Well, here's the big question mark I got. Under the new, I'm doing air quotes over here, the new league policy, it says that you're supposed to get 6 games on your first offense. This dude, it said that the league, this came as a surprise to all the people in the media. Like, this is our first time hearing about it. But the league apparently knew about these issues. When they looked into his, I don't know what you want to call it, his file or whatnot, they saw that he's had, police called on him numerous times in the past. Like I said, him and the lady got a very volatile relationship. The parents, how in the hell did this man only get 1 game suspension? And is it fair? I hate to do this, but
Absolutely
you got people like Ray Rice. Ray straight begging for a shot in the league. This man that got at least 20 previous calls about domestic dispute, and he only got one game. What's going on here?
First of all, it's negligence on the league, by the league, just like it was in the Ray Rice situation, because they didn't suspend Ray Rice.
Until that video came out.
Until the video came out into the world. Not just sports media, the world made a big deal about it. So the league, negligent again, and negligence on the damn law enforcement. Like, so I mean, it takes 20 calls for y'all to lock this dude up. Come on, man.
Apparently.
I mean, and I hate it. Spade, we say it all the time. I hate to be that guy, but it's black people out there selling CDs and cigarettes and getting shot to death. And this dude just beat the brakes off his wife. Come on, man. It don't sit well with me.
Repeat it.
And I know
that's my issue.
Spade, and the crazy thing about it, Spade, when we was talking about topics, this kind of bothered me even more so than the one game. We was talking about topics. You was like, you want to talk about Josh Brown? I'm like, the kicker? What did he do? Yeah. I didn't even know what happened because they ain't talking about it.
Right.
Ain't nobody talking about it.
Right.
Like I did not know, and maybe that's because maybe he's a kicker. Ray Rice was I guess you want to say a star running back. I mean, he was known. I mean, he wasn't a star because he just had a bad season.
I don't know about star, but he was
a popular running back. Let me say popular running back. But when you was like, let's talk about Josh Brown, I was like, what did he do? Like, I didn't know what Josh Brown did. I'm like, what, he got a job? Like, I didn't know. So for that's proof that the media blow out of proportion what they want, because I didn't know nothing about Josh Brown. But once I started, looking up the story, I'm like, yo, this don't sit well with me. The league, it needs to be more than one game.
Definitely.
It definitely needs to be more than one game, because it wasn't just no first offense. And in law enforcement, I'm going to need y'all to do better. A lot better. Get it together.
That's crazy, man.
That great to be like, oh, black guys and white guys, but this is a clear case of, if that dude was black, if you think he wouldn't have been thrown under the jail, you're crazy.
My thing is this. This is what I want to know. I want somebody to put the pressure on Roger Goodell. He likes to have his hands in so many different, pockets, and he want to be in on everything. He's the judge and the jury. What could have possibly been said in their meeting that got the suspension reduced down to one game when the new policy says on your first offense you get 6 games? That's all I want to know. I just want to talk with Roger. How did we get to one game, Roger? That's all I want to know.
And Spade, I don't even smoke weed. I don't even smoke weed. But smoking weed gets you 4 games. Ain't no way smoking weed is more of a problem than that man beating on his wife.
It must be.
But clearly it is. It's shame. Straight negligence. You ready to move on, Spade?
Yes, sir. What else we got, fam?
You know me. I like to be, when we talking NFL, I like to keep it on field. Spade took it somewhere else. So
I just wanted answers, fam. I understand.
I understand. Listen, man. We're going to take it to the NBA. I know that's where you want to be. Now, we was looking for NBA news. Not that much happened in NBA. We know DeAndre Jordan came out and was like, medals are greater than rings. And, we talked about Melo. And you guys kind of let us have it about us talking about Melo, in the comment section on YouTube. Kind of let us have it. But, Spade, I want to talk about something else. If you guys don't know, the NBA All-Star Game was moved out of Charlotte.
That's right.
And the NBA picked New Orleans to host the NBA All-Star Game in 2017. Spade.
That's right.
1, how do you feel about it being back in the NO again? And 2, it's a lot of things happening down there in that Louisiana region with Baton Rouge, the Baton Rouge floods. Do you think the NBA is trying to bail out Louisiana?
Absolutely. I mean, it's some people that's not going to like to hear me say that, but at the same time, we call this Strong on Sports for a reason. Right. This is supposed to be the only sports podcast you can come to where the guys talking ain't really worried about being politically correct. Don't really care if they ruffle some feathers or piss some people off. And let's face it, I feel like the fact that they got a chance to have that most recent Super Bowl they had, I felt like that was a handout basically to try to help.
Didn't the power get cut off? Did they pay the bill?
I don't think it got cut off, but I mean the power went out during the Super Bowl.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think they had to cut a check during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. They definitely trying to help that area, and I ain't even mad. I mean, that area clearly needs the help. Yeah. But I mean, I think that's what it is.
So do you think that's the only reason they got it?
Yes. What other reason could it be? Like,
I
I know Bourbon Street is supposedly lit, but I mean, what other reason?
I mean, and there was some other cities that was Chicago was pushing for it.
Atlanta was pushing.
Yeah, so was New York, as well as Las Vegas. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's been in Vegas one time before, if I'm not mistaken. Now, but there were some other cities that was pushing.
The association will have you to believe that they really afraid of Vegas, which is crazy to me. They always, even with the NFL and this whole thing with the Raiders, you hear these leagues go, I don't know about putting stuff in Vegas. It's a lot of gambling. Like, man, do you think these dudes don't gamble? What are you talking about, this prostitution? If they go in the club and they buy a bottle and they invite some chicks to VIP, that's essentially the same thing. Like, let's stop pretending like these leagues are so holy. These guys are going to do what they want to do. Most of them got the money to fly to Vegas. They could do the All-Star game in New Orleans and hop a flight to Vegas later that night and still do whatever wrong they want to do. So I hate that Vegas begin. Exactly. I hate that Vegas begin hated on like that. Let's just keep it what it is.
They do the summer league in Vegas. Like,
right. Well, yeah, man. I don't know.
I mean, I'm interested to know what the fans think. Do the fans think the only reason, that the NBA gave it to New Orleans is because they're having a lot of problems down there. And man, I'm gonna say it. If you guys have anything to donate, it's a lot of GoFundMe's out there. You could donate to the Red Cross. They need help down there, man.
They really do, man.
And I mean, that's tragic. In my opinion, is not getting a lot of publicity like Katrina did. But them people need help down there, man. It's really sad what's going on down there in Baton Rouge, man. They actually need help. I mean, $1 help, yo. Donate some money. I donated a couple dollars. Donate some money, man.
Yeah, agreed.
Ready to move on?
Is it back on me?
Yeah, it's on you.
Is it time for what I think it's time for?
I think so, Spade.
It's top 5 time, right?
That's right.
Let me play some music. Hold up. Let's get some music playing up in here. We got some new people listening. They like, what the hell they talking about? What's going on? Check this out. Leading up to the NFL kickoff, we've been doing our top 5s at each position. I said I'm going to start some music and I ain't started. Top 5 at each position. We ain't talking about who was once great, who kind of on the decline. We talking about right now, today. Right. We're not just crunching the stats and telling you who had the most amount of yards or the most tackles. Right. This is the eye test. You got to have a trained eye. Word. You see these 2 big-ass eyes? They trained. They trained eyes. Well, yeah. Which would hint that the 2 that God gave you ain't working too good. But hey, if that's what you want to say, that's what you can say. Today we're giving you guys a 2-for-1, man, or a BOGO. I know we're doing tight ends. What else? What other position you want to do, man? Middle backers. Okay. So we're gonna give you guys our top 5. LaParis, I want to go first on middle backer. No, I don't. I want to go first on tight end. Can I go first on tight end?
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. We're going 5-1. If this is your first time listening to the show or watching it live, what we do at the end of the show, we kind of just spend the time rocking with y'all. So if you disagree with my 5 and you feel like your 5 could possibly be better, which I doubt, we can talk about it. Starting at 5, man, let me give you my 5th best tight end in the game today. Give me Tyler Eifert.
Okay.
I feel like everybody said, man, Andy Dalton really looked good last year. I don't really feel like Andy Dalton got that much better. I feel like, for one, the scheme was much better. You saw Andy Dalton throw a lot of quick passes. 3-step drops, ball was out, and Tyler Eifert made that whole thing more possible. I mean, you got A.J. Green, who's a beast, too, but he made that more possible. Another offense who kind of plays similar in the way they look for their tight end. Let's go out to KC, man. At 4, I got Travis Kelce.
Okay.
Plus, he can hit the Quan. Any tight end that can hit the damn Quan is in my top 5.
Spade like a dude that get in that end zone and do his little 2-step.
I'm a Miami Hurricane fan, man. You got to know how to celebrate when you get your moment.
Okay.
At 3, I got Jordan Reed.
Okay.
Part of the whole reason we got there, you like that. Well, it's because Jordan Reed is a hell of a tight end, and that man, he makes some quarterbacks, even the ones I think are subpar, he make them look a little bit better. 1 and 2, y'all gonna have an issue with, but y'all will be okay. At 2, I got Gronk. Y'all like, what? You got Gronk at 2, not 1? Gronk can't really stay healthy, y'all. Gronk get hurt every year.
Biased, aren't you?
Bro, why would I be biased? You don't know who I got at 1?
I know who you got at 1.
I haven't said 1. So ain't no way for you.
got at 1.
No, you don't. Because I haven't said it. I'm on 2 right now.
I know
got
who at
Gronk
1.
At 2, because Grunt got some durability issues. If he can stay on the field for 16 games, man, he a beast. But he won't. Every year, he's going to get hurt. Watch. So, I guess, I don't know. LeParis, why are you looking like that, fam? What's the problem?
I know who had one, but continue.
At 1, I got G-Reg. The best rapping, best catching, best route running tight end in the NFL today. He is phenomenal. If you don't believe me, man, go look at Carolina last year. Look at their receivers and question to yourself how the hell that team got that far. G-Reg. That's the best. Let me go check in and see what people saying about the list.
Let me give you the real top 5, ladies and gentlemen.
What you mean?
The real top 5. At number 5 as well. At number 5, I agree with you, Spade. I got Tyler Eifert there. For the same reason you said, I was going to say a lot of people were slurping Andy Dalton, but Tyler Eifert made life a lot easier for Andy Dalton. So I agree with you 100% there. But at 4, that's where we differ. Right. I got Delanie Walker. Delanie Walker.
I like Delanie.
Delanie Walker been getting it in since his years back in San Francisco. He couldn't really flourish in San Francisco because that's when Vernon Davis was better. I don't want to say that's when Vernon Davis was good because Vernon Davis always had drop problems. But that's when Vernon Davis was holding Delanie back. Delanie got the hell out of Dodge, and Delanie Walker became an elite tight end in the league. At number 3, we agree as well. I got Jordan Reed. A lot of people said, even Kirk Cousins feeling himself. I had a great season and I deserve a long-term contract. And I'm like, they better sign Jordan Reed because Jordan Reed got the potential to be a great tight end. Seriously, Jordan Reed has all the tools to be a great tight end in this league. And for that reason, he's my number 3 tight end in the league right now. Number 2, I got G-Reg, Spade. I got G-Reg number 2 as my number 2 tight end. All that you said was true, but the number one reason why I got G-Reg up there, he from Jersey. That boy from Jersey.
So you biased is basically what you saying.
After
accusing me of being biased, I wasn't biased.
Not to mention that G-Reg he's an amazing tight end. G-Reg, man, Kelvin Benjamin went down. G-Reg said, Cam, don't worry about it. I got us. And you could depend on Greg Olsen with the money on the line. I like Greg Olsen. But number 1, Spade. Come on, Spade.
What you mean?
Spade. Bro. Come on, Spade. It gotta be Gronk.
It don't gotta be.
Gronk is a man amongst boys, Spade.
When he's on the field. Spade. Not so much when he's on the sideline. Whatever.
They put a corner on him. They too small. They put a safety on him. They too slow.
They put
backers on him. They too slow.
Yeah,
they cannot stop Gronk, man. Gronk is amazing. And for that reason, Gronk is my number 1 tight end in the league. Now, Spade.
You don't want to just admit I was right?
Spade. You had Kelsey in there. I love Kelsey. To me, Kelsey is in that 6 through 10. I like Delanie better than Kelsey, but Spade, before we move on, I got a strong arm topic in here. Spade.
Go ahead.
I want to ask you about Terrell Pryor. We're going to get back to the tight ends in a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
But I want to ask you about Terrell Pryor. You guys don't know Terrell Pryor moved to wide receiver last year. Didn't make the Browns team. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they put him on the practice squad. He didn't make the official roster. They put him on the practice squad. Spade. Terrell Pryor has been looking, I don't want to say he looked amazing in the preseason, because if I'm not mistaken,
amazing's a stretch.
But he looked a lot better, Spade, than he looked last year. He out there making plays for the
He looks like a wide receiver.
He looked like a wide receiver. And if Gordon can ever get his mind right, they can have a nice 1-2 punch with Terrell Pryor. Spade, I strong arm this topic in here because I want to ask you.
Right.
1, do Terrell Pryor have a real chance at being a good wide receiver in the NFL? And do you think he's going to do something this season at wide receiver for the Browns?
If we can go ahead and start looking for Dak Prescott jerseys after 2 damn preseason games, I don't know why we can't go ahead and crown TP2. TP2 looked like a wide receiver out there. Not only do he look like a wide receiver, he looked like a deep threat wide receiver. After this second preseason game, he said that he credits Atlanta Falcons Julio Jones with helping him transition into a wide receiver. So he's been working out with Julio. I'm shocked. To me, that's I know to everybody else the shock of the preseason is Dak. And fittingly so. Dak looks good. But that was just shocking to me because a lot of times you see these guys, they play so much time at one position. When they switch, they look like a fish out of water. That's the reason why everybody was flipping about Braxton Miller, because he looked like a wide receiver when he switched to wide receiver. TP2 looks like a wide receiver, bro.
Right, and the crazy thing is, I remember when he played those couple of games with the Raiders, I thought he looked good at quarterback. Like, I didn't think he was terrible.
Yeah.
He needed to be coached up, but
Yeah.
that's when the Raiders didn't have these group of people there. I just felt like he needed to be coached up. I didn't think he played bad when he played wide receiver. When he played quarterback, excuse me. But, the move, kudos to him, because it's a lot of people, Tim Tebow, don't want to move and change positions. And he said, you know what, if I got to stay in this league, I'm not going to be bullheaded. They want me to move the receiver. I'm going to go get with one of the best receivers in the league to get better. And I think it's paying off. So shout out to Terrell Pryor. I hope Terrell Pryor have a good season. I hope he make the team. It looks like he's going to make the team because he out there making plays. Him and RG3 look like they got this kind of connection brewing. We have to wait and see how that play out. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Terrell Pryor, and I'm glad he's still in the league. And I like the move for him.
Yeah, he definitely getting it in. Now stop stalling, man. Now look, I kind of got a Surgeon General warning about backers.
Well, I want to go first with backers.
Good, go. Because I might just copy your paper because I forgot we was doing two. So I have my tight ends, I ain't have my backers. I've been trying to do a little bit of research as the show go. I don't like to research that way. But anyway, go ahead. Who you got? We're going 5-1, right?
5-1.
Let me give you some music. It's going to be epic.
At number 5, I got a guy that's just a tackling machine, and his team was trash last year. His team was so trash last year that a lot of people forgot about this guy. Give me Navarro Bowman. If you want a backer that just hit everything moving, tackle everything that got the ball, it's Navarro Bowman. Navarro Bowman, the San Francisco 49ers, you are my number 5 best middle backer in the league.
Okay.
Number 4, I got another guy that's been in the league forever, Spade. Just been doing it forever. And a lot of people be like, well, he's slow. He don't really play sideline to sideline no more. You want to know why I like this guy, Spade? He do a lot of things well.
Is he from Jersey?
A lot of things he can cover.
Is he from Jersey?
Nah, he's not from Jersey. But he do a lot of things well, Spade. He can cover. He's a tackling machine. And that's Derrick Johnson from the Kansas City Chiefs. When you want to talk about a backer that can cover, make plays all around the field, that's Derrick Johnson. He's been doing it for a lengthy amount of years, so for that reason, he's my number 4 backer. Okay. Spade, you gonna like number 3. You're going out to Seattle. I gotta get at the OG Bobby Wagner.
Okay.
Bobby Wagner, another guy. He just got paid, if I'm not mistaken, last year, the year before last. Bobby Wagner, well deserved. That money was well deserved. Bobby Wagner is a tackling machine. He never comes off the field, yo. He plays all downs. You know, sometimes middle backers, they come off the field for a pass rusher or a better coverage backer. Nah, Bobby Wagner plays every single down. And the funny thing is, Bobby Wagner even plays special teams because Pete Carroll got this thing like, I want my best tackling people going down there, making the tackle on special teams. Those guys play special teams. OG Bobby Wagner, you're my number 3 back in the league, middle back in the league. Number 2, I hate New England, y'all. I hate the Patriots. But Jamie Collins is a beast. He's a guy that can rush the passer, excuse me. He can tackle everything and he can cover. So you got the best of all 3 worlds with this guy. For that reason, Jamie Collins, you're my number 2 back in the league. And of course, number 1, we taking it down to Carolina, and I'm gonna give you guys Luke Kuechly. Luke Kuechly been it since college. Luke Kuechly tackled everything. He the best thing at Boston College. He's been the best thing at Boston College. And he ain't even there no more. He's still the best thing at Boston College right now. Right? He tackled everything. If I'm not mistaken, Luke Kuechly had about 200 tackles for like the last 5 years. Like 200 tackles a season for like the last 4 or 5 years. Luke Kuechly's amazing. Luke Kuechly, you are my number 1 back in the league, man.
I want to trash your list, but I can't because I did not get enough time to do the necessary research. So this is me kind of winging it.
Okay.
Right with me. Okay. And number 5 for me, my number 5 interior backer, inside linebacker, I got Lawrence Timmons. How you ain't got Lawrence Timmons there?
Florida State.
Okay, I give you that. I knew you were going to find some reason to like him. I got Lawrence Timmons in there. At 4, I got Jamie Collins. Jamie Collins, everything you said, he's a good backer. He's a Patriot, but I got to give him credit. He can do a little bit of everything. I like Jamie Collins. At 3, I like OG Bobby Wagner. I like Wagner. You probably could switch Collins and Wagner if you wanted to. I really wouldn't have a problem with that. And the top 2 is going to be an issue because this guy did play some outside backer. He played some inside backer too. So I guess it depends on where you got him at. But if you got him at inside backer, you got to have Clay Matthews there. Right? Or you got him at outside, I assume.
I need to know if you're on Roy, Spade.
Oh, man, please.
I need to know if you're on the juice, Spade.
I got Clay at 2. And at 1, I got Luke Kuechly. I was watching the Super Bowl with my boys. Demaryius Thomas came across the middle. Luke Kuechly tattooed it. Bow! And I think I woke up my whole... I don't even know if they were asleep, but if it was anybody asleep on my whole street, I woke their ass up. That hit just... Man, it was crazy, man. It's just like Demaryius didn't play anymore the rest of that game. He was out. He didn't want to get hit again. But Luke Kuechly can hit. He can play the run. And he's really good in coverage. Really good in coverage. Like, I think people kind of sleep on him. They think he's just a tackling machine. Watch him in coverage. He's really, really good. I don't think it's a doubt that Luke Kuechly is the best middle backer in the game today. Before we move forward, I got something I want to say that I found a little bit funny.
Okay.
Once upon a time, if we'd have done this a year or 2 ago, you know who would have been on this list? And watch I jack his name up. Paul Pulugny.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Because once upon a time,
from Jacksonville.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about him, but I don't know if it's injuries or what. He kind of tapered off today. I don't have him in my top 5, but that's my list, and that's me kind of winging it, man. So if I'd have had more time to study, I might have had something a little different. Let me check in with the chat, see what they say.
Let me ask you, where you want to go next week? We got to go outside next week, outside backer.
Outside backer.
Not right or left, just outside, period.
Okay.
And like I said, Khalil Mack will be in my outside. Probably won't be in Spades.
Nah, he won't be in mine, but Vaughn will be there. Yeah, Vaughn will be there.
But Mac will be in my outside backers. But I guess we go outside and where? Want to do one of the safeties, or you want to go?
I mean, let's get this offensive line crap over with, fam.
No, we don't got to do the O-line, Spade. Well, I said we don't got to do it.
Oh, I thought we did.
Nah, we don't got to do it. I mean, you don't want to be there anyway. We don't got to do it.
I really don't.
Have 5 of the Cowboys up there, but we don't got to do it.
I really don't. And I'm glad you understand it.
We don't got to do O-line. We don't got to do offensive line. Let's go outside backers, and I guess one of the safety positions, because when we first started, we did what? Quarterback and running back?
Yes.
So then the only thing that'll be another safety corner and wide receiver, I think, and then we'll be done. So let's go outside backer. Which safety position? Free or strong? Which one you want to do first?
Let's go strong. Outside backer and strong.
We're doing outside. All right, we're doing outsides and strong next week, so you guys can be ready for that. Ray, anything you want to add before we close the show and take questions in the chat?
No, man. I'm ready to chat with the people, man. You know what I do.
Okay. First of all, as usual, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you guys for rocking with us this Saturday afternoon, 2 to 4. Like, we usually be about 2 to 3, but from 3 until we tired of y'all. Y'all start hitting us with spam. We usually kick it with the chat with the people that's live with us in the chat.
Right.
But we want to thank y'all for rocking with us 2 to 4. As usual, if you guys wasn't able to watch our show live, you can check us out on demand at TheFullHouseEnt on YouTube. Hit us up in the comment section over there. If you're new over there, if you're watching us now and you're like, yo, where these dudes from? Check us out on YouTube. You new? Bang the subscribe button. You know what I mean? Take 2 seconds. Hit the like button to show us some love. And as well, if you don't want to look at our mugshot during the show or watch us on demand, we got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, iTunes Top 100 Podcasts. Also, UPodOmatic, check us out. We everywhere. We want to thank you guys for rocking with us. We appreciate your support. We'll see you guys next episode. Peace.